y'all can't do, bro. Ain't supposed to do.
Huh?
But man, he took my clothes off.
Who took your clothes off? Who took your
No, not like that, bro. Not like that, man.
That's weird, man.
Not like that.
I went to search your drawers and you started jumping up and down.
No, I told you could take me in the back and
You can
you wanted to.
I don't want to.
in the back.
Man, ease up, man. Don't do that.
And you're a big net advocate, aren't you? You're a big net.
I am.
Yeah, you're all about that shit.
I am. Let's loosen up the pants here. And
They already loosened, bro. The belt unbuckling, all that shit, man.
okay. Well, somebody got a light? Okay. I don't want her to look at you. Let's go over here. Alright. Light, somebody?
Hi, man.
Somebody got light? Come on. Alright. Nothing's gonna go. Alright, but we have to make sure you don't have anything else.
Please get out the road.
Alright. Don't stop doing that.
You don't lean on my car? It ain't my car, it's the city's car, so cool.
Lean forward.
Bro, man, come on,
See,
man.
this is no. Stop. You're gonna lean forward.
Bro.
You're gonna lean forward.
Do this.
Bro, listen, bro. You doing too much.
No, I'm not.
Nope. You doing too much.
I just told you nothing was gonna be. You gotta let me look.
You can't bend me over like that, bro. I know my rights.
Stop. He's clinching hard. He's got some.
I ain't clinching nothing.
Stop.
Put him against the car right there. Put him against the car. Please stop.
That's up and probably. I mean, he's clenched so hard.
Hey, listen. You ain't finna stick your.
No, I'm not. You're right.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna do it at the jail.
Okay, cool. Let them do it at the jail, bro, because y'all ain't finna stick your finger, man.
I just told you I wasn't, but you unclinched and just let it come out. You can just get the one charge now.
I'm Detective Wright. Today's date is July 25th, 2023, and the time is 1:10 p.m. Our location is the Internal Affairs Office at the Police Memorial Building with the address of 501 East Bay Street. This administrative interview is being conducted in reference to IA case number 23-0180. Present for this interview is Detective Joel Belgard. The nature of this interview is an allegation of improper action. Detective Belgard, this is your sworn statement affidavit. Have you had the opportunity prior to the start of the interview to review the sworn statement affidavit?
Yes.
Do you understand that the statement you are about to make regarding this investigation will be made under oath?
I do.
Do you understand that making false statements under oath is a crime of perjury under Florida state statutes?
I do.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please sign the form. Please state your name, ID number, and current assignment for the record.
Joel Belgard, 77638. I'm currently assigned to the Investigations Division under the Community Problem Response Unit.
Do you understand that until the conclusion of this investigation, you cannot discuss any information regarding this case with anyone other than Internal Affairs personnel or your representative?
Yes.
Do you further understand that any violation could result in discipline?
Yes.
All right, this is your administrative rights form. Have you had the opportunity prior to the start of this form, or to the start of the interview, to review the administrative rights form?
Yes.
Do you understand that anything you say during the interview can be used as a basis for discipline against you, but cannot be used against you in a criminal proceeding?
Yes.
You have the right to have a representative present with you during the interview. I see that you have chosen not to have a representative present. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you agree that you afforded a reasonable enough time to obtain your representative?
Yes.
Have you reviewed the materials?
Yes.
And do you agree that you were afforded a reasonable enough time to do so?
Yes.
Do you understand that you are obligated to answer the questions truthfully?
Yes.
If at any time you refuse to answer questions truthfully and in detail, then you will be ordered by a superior officer to do so. If you still refuse to answer, then you will be in violation of orders of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and it may result in disciplinary action or dismissal.
Yes.
Can you sign the form and date the form, please? It's the 25th.
25th,
Yeah. All right, this is the Bill of Rights Law Enforcement Bill of Rights notification form. Have you had the opportunity prior to the start of the interview to review the Florida Law Enforcement Officer's Bill of Rights notification form?
Yes.
This interview is being conducted at a reasonable hour. This interview is being conducted at the Police Memorial Building, which is this agency's central command. I, Detective Wright, have been assigned your case, and I will be the only one asking you questions. This interview is in regards to allegations of improper action. This interview will be conducted in a reasonable amount of time, and if you need a break, please inform me. I'm not going to subject you to offensive language or threaten you in any way or promise you anything. This interview is being recorded using audio and video. Upon your request, you will be provided a copy within 72 hours. If you are placed under arrest, you will be completely informed of your rights before commencing with the interview. You have the right to be represented by counsel or any other representative of your choice. If you do not tell the truth during this interview, that you can be subject to prosecution or perjury under Florida state statutes. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of these forms?
No.
Just sign the last page and date it, please. Thank you. Alright. How long have you been employed with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
7 years.
And on September 9th of last year, 2022, you were involved in a narcotics buy-bust operation on September 9th. Do you recall that?
Yes.
At that time, what was your assignment?
We were assisting narcotics. We were assisting with takedowns.
Okay. And during that time, what was your, I guess, permanent assignment with JSO? At
that time, I was assigned to the Zone 1 Task Force.
Okay. And you said now you're a part of the Community Response unit. And you said that during the buy-bust, you were assigned as a takedown team,
yes.
Assigned to a takedown team.
Yes.
Did that consist of apprehending suspects during the operation?
Yes.
So during that operation, you eventually had made some contact with suspect Ronnie Reed, who was arrested under CCR 22-533445. Do you recall Mr. Reed?
Yes.
How did you become involved with Mr. Reed? I know that at the start of that case, or that specific, not operation, but that specific takedown, you originally were with a different suspect. How did you become involved with the other suspect, Mr. Reed?
Yes. After we finished where we were initially with the initial suspect we were in contact with, he was transported over to where we were going to collect everybody at the onset of the scene, and that is where I first came in contact with Mr. Reed.
Okay. And during that time, at the during that incident or that takedown, at the beginning, there was some kind of conversation that wasn't captured on, well, the audio wasn't captured on body camera, or a bit of it was only captured on body camera. How was the decision made to search Reed? First of all, did you know Reed had already been searched before you made contact with him?
I knew at that point. I shouldn't say I know, but I kind of assumed, as we all do, that he had been at least searched for or patted down for weapons. As the investigation went on, we realized we hadn't recovered those specific funds, the funds used for the transaction between the initial suspect and Mr. Reed. And so I don't believe who was involved in the conversation, but I remember it was discussed, well, Mr. Reed must have the money, it just must be hidden on him somewhere. And that's, so I just believed he hadn't been searched for the funds.
And this was a separate separate funds from that had, because I know funds were
Yes.
retrieved from
The
the
initial
original,
suspect.
the initial
Yeah.
suspect. So
That-
this was a different set
Yes,
of funds.
this was the funds we recovered at the first time were what one of the undercover detectives gave to him just prior to the takedown.
Mhm.
That wasn't for the actual deal in which a different detective had observed Mr. Reed and that initial suspect plea.
Okay, so the actual, so let me understand. So the narcotics purchase occurred, and Reed supposedly had those funds, or it was assumed that Reed
Right.
had those funds. And then I guess another narcotic sale was supposed to happen, but then a takedown signal was given.
Yes.
So the original suspect still had those funds on him.
Yes, the funds from the first transaction.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, the initial suspect that we took down, well, he had the funds from what would have been the second transaction. Right.
Got you. So, I'm sorry, I kind of got off topic a little bit, but you said that a conversation was had, and the purpose of this search was to figure out where the funds were from the first transaction.
Right. Funds and or narcotics, just
Right.
because Mr. Reed didn't have any narcotics on him when we came in contact with him either.
Okay.
And we, believing he completed a narcotics transaction, we believe he would have had narcotics as well.
And but you said you don't recall who made the decision that he needed to be searched. You just had the understanding that
it needed to happen. Right, that's correct. It was, everybody kind of got together and we were like, well, we haven't found the money. He did the transaction. He must still have it. And I was like, I've made the decision myself. Okay, well, let's search him then.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna. You've reviewed the body worn camera footage, correct?
Correct.
And let me know if you want me to play it for you. But I'm going to ask you questions regarding the body worn camera footage. So if I ask you questions that you want to refer back to the body worn camera, just let me know and I'll play it.
Okay.
So the search that was captured by your body camera, what would you classify that search as?
So going back to what I originally, at that time, in my mind, I believed a strip search was having someone take off their clothing, like completely removing it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not understand that merely manipulating or arranging, as state statute and our orders say, I was not aware that constituted a strip search. At the time, I would not have called it a strip search. Looking back, after looking at orders and state statute, I would call that a strip search.
But you said your purpose for, so we can we agree that, or would you agree that you rearranged his clothing?
I did, yes.
But when you did that, the purpose was you said you were looking for narcotics because someone had just sold someone else narcotics.
Correct.
That got to a narcotics detective.
Correct.
And it was believed that he possibly still had narcotics concealed on him.
Correct. And he was, I know one of the other individuals interviewed mentioned, though, it was pretty, and I didn't, as far as I'm aware, I don't have any contact with Mr. Reed before this incident, but it appeared that he was clenching his body. He was holding his muscles tight, and it appeared that, and not holding it in his anus, but holding it in an area where he didn't want us to get, which is why he was trying to hold his legs and buttocks tight. And that's another reason why we believed he had some sort of contraband hidden on his body.
Okay. And if something was hidden on his body or in the area, you said that you didn't believe that it was in his anus, but if it was, I guess, appearing, if you did locate something, what would have been your next step?
We probably, depending on what it was, we would have asked him to remove it. If it was a narcotic or money, if it was a weapon, which at the time he was a larger man. The purpose wasn't for a weapon, but it was plausible to believe there would have been there. We would have removed that unless it was inside of him at all. We wouldn't remove anything. But we probably would have unhandcuffed him and had him retrieve the property that we could then see. And if he wouldn't do it, we would have secured his pants in a manner that he could not get it out.
Okay. And had you ever had any type of training in the search that was conducted on Mr. Reed?
No, not to that extent, no.
Okay. And eventually you all stopped. Well, let me back up. During the search of Mr. Reed, were any citizens around that you knew of, or that could have seen what the search? I know that watching the body cam, you end up taking him to the other side of the car, but was he visible to anyone that was around?
I don't see how. I know you can hear a female kind of shouting out. I don't know how she, without like climbing on top of a fence or something where she was. I don't know if you're familiar with Westmont. It is a street, however, it's like a house and then just fence on the north side. There was a U-Haul truck that was somehow involved in the investigation somewhat. I think there was narcotics located in it, and like 2 more narcotics blockers, which, as you know, are large vehicles. I don't know how she could have seen past those. And again, I moved him around the corner of the vehicle we were at to preclude her from seeing. So I don't know how she could have. I don't know how she could have seen it. I tried to give him some privacy in doing what we were doing. I don't know how she could have seen it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a short break, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll come back. You can step out because everything's going to be recording, or you can just sit there.
Okay.
All right. Is there any information that is pertinent to this allegation that I have not asked you?
I don't believe so.
Is there anything that you said that you would like to change or clarify on the record before we conclude?
No.
Is everything that you have told me today and in this statement the truth?
Yes.
This interview is concluded at 1:27 p.m.